Welcome in, my killer friends. I hope everyone is having a fantastic day. Today we are going to be looking at the 4 best perks for brand new killers coming into Dead by Daylight. I've decided to keep this list limited just to universal perks and no teachable perks, strictly because new killers coming into the game will not have any teachables. But before we get into these perks, if you guys don't already, please come on over and say hello to us on Twitch, FallenRyan579_TV. We would love to have you. But without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and jump right on into this video. Coming in at our number 1 spot for today is Sloppy Butcher. You know where to hit to make them bleed. Wounds inflicted by successful attacks considerably increase the survivor's bleeding frequency and cause the mangled status effect. Hemorrhage and mangled effects caused by Sloppy Butcher return to normal once the survivor is fully healed. So why Sloppy Butcher for our number 1 choice? Well, I think there are a few key reasons that we'll go over here. First of all, Sloppy Butcher is a passive perk, meaning you don't have to actively worry about making the perk work, which can be really beneficial for new killers that are just trying to get their bearings. Another point is some new killers have a harder time finishing out their chases, so any chase that you aren't able to finish has a longer lasting effect, as it will take more time for the survivor to heal. It can also extend the entirety of the match, as the more time survivors spend healing, the less time they're spending doing things such as objectives, and new killers may need more time in the trial to get their work done for the entity. So for these reasons, I think Sloppy Butcher is a great choice for new killers, as the passive nature of the perk makes it super easy to slap on and use. With that first perk out of the way, let's move right on to number 2. Coming in at our number 2 spot for today is Hex No One Escapes Death. Once the exit gates are powered and there is at least 1 dual totem remaining in the environment, Hex No One Escapes Death activates and lights its totem. This will increase your movement speed by 4%, and survivors will suffer from a permanent exposed status effect. Hex No One Escapes Death remains inactive if no dual totems are available, and the Hex effects persist as long as the related Hex totem is standing. Now, it should be noted that there are a lot of negative associations with this perk in Dead by Daylight, as a lot of players find this perk very frustrating to play against. But in all honesty, I think that this perk is useful for both new and even seasoned killers. It gives killers that extra boost at the end of the match that they need if they've fallen behind and need to secure that extra kill. And I think that this perk can be really useful for some newer killers coming into the game who may have a harder time during the trial and need some catch-up at the end. And I know that this perk can be super sucky and frustrating to play against a lot of the time, but it can give newer killers some of the extra confidence they need to continue in their killing careers. So survivors, do yourself a favor and take note of those unlit totems as you pass by. But with all that said and done, let's get into perk number 3. Coming in at our number 3 spot for today is Whispers. You have a rudimentary understanding of the entity's voice. You hear the sporadic whispers of the entity whenever at least 1 survivor is within 32 meters of your location. Do you ever find yourself having a hard time finding those pesky survivors hiding behind shrubs and rocks? Well, you're in luck. Whispers is going to help you to track down the location of these survivors. Simply wait for the perk icon to light up as you roam around the map, as it indicates that a survivor is near you. Just be aware that Whispers at Tier 1 has a 48 meter radius, whereas Whispers Tier 3 has a 32 meter radius, meaning that Tier 3 of this perk is going to give you a more accurate idea of where the survivors are. In general, I think this perk can give new killers a better sense of direction as to where survivors are located while patrolling generators. It can help them to pinpoint which gens the survivors are working on and what areas they're hanging out in. I think we can all use a sense of direction in our lives, so that's why I placed this perk at our number 3 spot. So with that one out of the way, let's move on to perk number 4. Coming in at our final spot for today is the perk Iron Grasp. Your powerful grasp on survivors causes escapes to be nearly impossible. While carrying a survivor, you benefit from the following effects. Decreased wiggle effects, which cause you to strafe sideways, by 75%. Increased wiggle duration by 12%. One of the biggest struggles new killers have is getting their fresh kill onto a hook. It can be difficult for new killers to traverse around the map safely to a hook without a survivor wiggling free. Not to mention when some of the survivors' friends show up to harass you. This perk is definitely a simple choice, but the good news is it's another passive perk just like Sloppy Butcher, so new killers can really just focus in on their game. Though new killers may outgrow this perk quickly, I still think it's a great choice for brand new killers to help make their chase endeavors a little more worthwhile. Well, hey guys, those are the 4 perks I came up with today, and I really do hope you enjoyed the video. If you guys have any other perk suggestions or ideas of perks that would better suit this list, please leave them in the comments down below. And of course, if you guys did enjoy this video or learned something new today, please go ahead and leave a like and subscribe. But thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video today. I really do appreciate it. So please have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one.